What's going on, guys? Today we're going to go over a very complicated algebra question. This one has a lot of steps in it. It gets complicated and most people get confused and not get the answer. So as always, I'll show you the fastest way to solve the question first, and then we'll go over the reasons behind each step in 3 simple steps. What's up, guys? John from Admission Hackers. Quick announcement before we start. You're about to see one of the fastest ways to solve these SAT questions. And I have created a 6-week program that will train you to solve them the exact same way. Everything is in the video format, so it's easier to follow than your SAT prep books, and the program only covers what's proven to be tested on the SAT to not waste your time and raise your score quickly. Also, I'll be mentoring you personally until you get your target score, but more details in the description box down below. That's it, let's get to the video. So let's quickly solve it first. The question says expression right here, and in the expression above, a is a constant. If the expression is equivalent to bx, where b is a constant, what's the value of b? So this is equal to b, so we're going to set it equal to b. So parentheses 4x plus 4, ax minus 1 minus x squared plus 4 is equal to bx. Expand that, 4ax squared minus 4x plus 4ax minus 4 minus x squared plus 4 is equal to bx. And then from here, we can just cross these out and you get 4ax squared minus x squared minus 4x plus 4ax is equal to bx. And that has to equal 0. So 4ax squared minus x squared is equal to 0. X squared 4a minus 1 is equal to 0. That means that has to equal 0. 4a minus 1 is equal to 0. So that's going to be about 4a is equal to 1. A is equal to 1/4. And now that a is 1/4, let's plug it in. 4ax, 4 1/4 squared minus x squared minus 4x plus 4 1/4 x is equal to bx. Okay, and that will cancel out, which will become minus 4x plus x is equal to bx. Minus 3x is equal to bx. Divide both sides by x, we get minus 3 is equal to b. B is equal to minus 3. Answer is going to be choice B. So that's how you can get the answer, but let's go over what happened for the past 10 seconds. So we're going to break it down into 3 separate steps. First one is going to be right here. Second one's right there. Third one is going to be right there. So the first thing we did is we read the question and recognized that, okay, the expression above is equivalent to b of x. So we set it up like so. But from here, it doesn't really tell us what b is. So you're going to have to go a couple of steps further. And the first thing we did was, okay, there's a factored form right there. So let me expand it and see if it reveals any new information. And after you expand it, you recognize that, oh, minus 4 and plus 4 cancel out. So let me try to simplify it a little bit. So the next thing I did was I organized x squares and x squares together and x's and 4ax together right here. And when you go back to the question, we're looking for the value of b, right? That means we're looking for the coefficient of x right here. And you see how the left side has to be the same as the right side. And on the right side, there is only b of x. There's not a thing like x squared. That means any terms with x squared in it, dude, they gotta go. And how can we make the x squares disappear? Well, technically, if these two terms right here is equal to 0, that's same as not having anything right there, right? So we set up an equation right here, 4ax squared minus x squared is equal to 0, and try to find a way to make these two things equal to 0 so that they will disappear from the equation. So we write it down and see that both terms have x squared, so we factor it out, and we see that this times that has to equal 0. And as long as either this one or this one is equal to 0, the overall result is going to be equal to 0 because they're multiplied. So I set 4a minus 1 equal to 0 and try to find the value of a that makes the equation equal to 0, which is 1/4. So plug in a is equal to 1/4 into the equation right there, which gives you this equation right here. And we know that this part right here is going to disappear because 4 times 1/4 is just 1x squared minus x squared, and that just comes out to 0. And now we're left with this portion right there. So this portion is equal to bx, which is shown right here. And we combine the like term, divide by x, and find out what b is equal to. And that's pretty much the fastest way to solve this question. And because SAT is a repetition, you want to make sure you understand how to solve this question. And here are 2 main takeaways for you to solve questions like these easier next time you see them on the future exams. So the first takeaway is for you to read the question carefully and follow exactly as the question says. When students see a question like this, they often get intimidated and they have no idea where to start. And that goes the same way for the perfect scoring students. However, what they do is they read the question and follow as the question says. If the question says expression is equivalent to bx, they just set this equal to bx and try to find a way from there. Even when I was solving this question for the first time, I had no idea what I was doing. I just went with what felt right. And that eventually got me to the answer. And looking back, everything is making sense. And just like Steve Jobs said, you can't connect the dots looking forward, you can only connect them looking backward. So as long as you're using the right concept, have the confidence that you're going the right way and stick through with it. At the end, it's all going to work itself out. And just to be clear, you only stick to the gut feeling and keep pushing if you have mastered the concepts. If you have no idea what you're doing and you don't have the concepts in place, then you're probably going the wrong way and you will never get the answer. So master the concepts first and then do the practices. So that's going to be it. Give it a thumbs up if you found this video helpful, and I'll see you on the next one. What's up guys, John from Admission Hackers. You just saw one of the fastest ways to solve these SAT questions. And I have created a 6-week program that will train you to solve them the exact same way. Everything is in the video format, so it's easier to follow than your SAT prep books, and the program covers only what is proven to be tested on the SAT to not waste your time and raise your score quickly. And I'll be mentoring you personally until you get your target score, but more details in the description box down below. That's it, I'll see you in the next one.